Yo, what's going on, people? It's Michael Dapaah here, and welcome to the first episode of Behind the Lens. What? So in Behind the Lens, we're going to be discussing the creative process, how the work is made, and having a bit of a look behind the scenes. In this episode, we're going to be discussing hashtag SWIL Season 2, which stands for Somewhere in London, and we're going to be looking at episodes 1 and 2. So let's go. Season 2 is all about the feng shui, the hoo-ha. It was all about the level up. Season 1 was just myself and Marv Brown films. I acted, directed, produced, and Marv directed, edited, sound. It was just myself and him, literally, that put the production together. This is the first time that, my company, Dapaah Entertainment, linked up with another company, Big Deal Films, Big Deal Films, to bring, this work to you guys. The locations looked amazing. You could see the quality on the cameras. I wanted everyone to see that, listen, this has really made a big jump. You know what? I wanted to keep SWIL on YouTube because I wanted everyone worldwide to be able to access it all at the same time. My man's in Namibia or the girl in Brooklyn. I just wanted everyone to be able to watch this all at the same time, but I'm gonna talk about that a bit later on during the series so you can understand. Episode 1, the first scene ever shot in this season is abroad, and it's with Damien. Damien's obviously from America, and so I had to get like a dialect coach to help me to perfect the accent. I tried to do it, then it didn't come still. But we had to fly abroad and, never worked with this bunch of people before, the production people before. Obviously we sat down, we've had meetings, but then it was kind of like understanding how we all work. And then it's the first time that, I've had like a beard put on my face. Obviously I can grow my beard, you know what I'm saying, but I don't really grow it like that. But I had like a lace wig on my face, Peruvian vibes. It took like 45 minutes to put on this beard, we had to glue it on, makeup just to blend it in with the skin, like all them little technicalities just to make everything look authentic. And then we had to trim down the beard because it looked too mad at first. When it first got put on, it was like down there. For the character I wanted him to have tattoos. And so obviously I had I picked the eagle tattoo here, and then no cap. I thought like there's a real kind of paradigm shift right now in the UK with, in entertainment. So, whereas like previously a lot of people are going to the States for bigger opportunities, it's actually happening here. So I wanted to explore the fact of bringing someone from over there who's actually trying to establish themselves over here. Originally, this particular scene I wanted to shoot it in a studio when I was writing it, but it was a suggestion of like Simon. I said, you know what, mate, let's go abroad. So shout out to Big Si, bad boy producer. Throughout this season, as well as there being like great comedy and funny moments, like I wanted to make sure that there was gems and like morals like planted throughout the season, like messages that people could learn from. So for example, episode 1, you see the Balaclava boys that jump in the back of the car with Dr. Ofori. Shout out to Mark, Little Man and Fueezy. There's a bit where Dr. Ofori says to them, oh, you guys are gonna do a robbery in an Uber. 25 grand could mean 25 years. If you want money, just work hard. And I wanted to touch on that just because obviously like we live in like a time where it's so like materialistic. Yeah, everyone's like, man's got to get the Rolex, the Lambo, man's got to get the 25 bedroom house with a swimming pool and then have my dog swimming in the pond and that. Like man's got you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to like emphasize on the fact that, like anything that you actually want in life, you can get and through like just hard work, patience. It's not even just to do with money. It could be like you want to lose weight. You can actually work hard on yourself and actually potentially lose the weight that you want to lose, or you want to get to a certain position within your work. Hard work can actually enable you to do that if you're focused. So it's the thing of, if you want to actually achieve something, you're going to have to put in the work. In episode 2, Dr. Ofori and the parents evening. It was just very relatable to me when I had parents evening. You're just touching on like things to do with respect. If you see the way that Gladys speaks to Mr. Wood, she's kind of cheeky. She's a bit disrespectful at certain times. It's mild disrespect, but it's still those little nuances. Like, you know, you see how she kind of treats or talks to Mr. Wood. He's a person of authority and he's older than her, and that kind of respect barrier is kind of broken with the way that she communicates with him. And obviously you see Dr. Ofori checking her as well. And I just wanted to emphasize on just them little things there, you know, continue to respect your elders regardless of, you know, the situation you might find yourself in. Another lesson in episode 2, you see Patrick, the first time Patrick's actually been given power. After Lamcroft's obviously set him the task, one of the tasks he got given was to go to the immigration center and obviously deal with Mr. Blessing. But then you see, like, you know, we're able to see throughout this series how he actually deals with power. I wanted to touch on that because obviously, like, every single person has been given some kind of power, you know, throughout life, and it's whether it's how you handle that power. Are you gonna abuse it? You know, certain times you see Patrick abusing his power, i.e. going to a man and saying, listen, you got the points, give me your phone and let me take the phone. It was just exploring that. It was just exploring his character and how he's almost hungry for power throughout his, or hungry to be recognized as this thing. Like, it's almost like he's not content. And similarly again, with Big Shaq, Back to the Block. Back to the Block was a big scene. It's a big scene for me because I wanted to film it where I actually grew up. So obviously I'm a council estate boy. Naturally, like, you know, so I wanted to go back to where I grew up. I thought it was very important for me to go back to my area. Obviously there was a lot of like young people that came out to come see us when we was there on set, and it was beautiful because for them it was nice because it's like it represented hope, you know, because it's like I was just telling them, yo, I used to live in the council flats over there, and then, you know, we moved over here into this estate, and then obviously now they're like, raw, they're seeing you now, and you know, for them it's just like, raw, okay, Mike was just like us. It's important to give back. It's important to go back to the community that you come from, because, you know, you can forget, and obviously Shaq touches on that. Like, you know, some people make money and like their dad's still working as a dinner lady, like, but that's facts, you know what I'm saying? Certain people make dough, and bro, you're not looking after your people. I think the most touching thing about that day, there was a young girl that turned 10 years old, and like, yeah, she came into the car because I was taking pictures with different people, just embracing them. You know, we were all sharing love, you know. Everyone that was there was sharing love to the people that come out. But then there, the young girl, she turned 10 years old and she was just crying.
How you crying for? The best birthday ever. So happy. How old are you doing? 10. Yeah?
It's important. It's about the people at the end of the day. Everything that we do is about the people. It's about you guys. It's about making sure that we bring great content. Casting scene for this whole season, yeah. I wanted to be very specific. For me particularly, I wanted to work with great talent that people that I think are very talented, and sometimes they may not have like a platform. And then I wanted to work with like new, fresh talent as well, new actors, just give different people opportunities. You know, casting in this scene was very specific. We just didn't want to put anyone in, because it could have been a thing where we could have just filled it with like a million cameos, but it wasn't about that. It was about, like I said, going back to creating something which was authentic, creating something which was true. Like in episode 1, you know, we had obviously Little Man, someone I just think he's funny, he's doing his thing, and he just suited the scene. And so it was right. And to be honest, he'd never acted before. You know, he just does his thing, but he'd never like gone like with scripts and that. And you know, you had to take our time, go through it, and he knocked the scene out the park. Benjamin Sarpong, who plays Blacker. Benjamin, yeah, he's such a polished, like, young man, but like I liked his look. Like, you know, he was dark, he was tall, and he looked at it in a particular way, but he's not like that at all. I remember we had to challenge him as a performer, to bring that out of him, to take him out of like, his comfort zone of the kind of roles he's been used to play. Shout out my brother Julian Wisdom. Guten Tag, my brother. Heady won. Yeah, Heady won in episode 2. I wanted. We were sitting down, and I remember when I said, "Yeah, we gotta get Heady." Heady was brilliant, man. Very amazing professionalism. Just easy to work with, and he smashed out the scene. Like, the scene's hilarious. Same thing with Nina Jade. Like, I saw Nina Jade's showreel. I thought that she had a great look, but then she's really talented, very warm, easy to work with, and so like, it just clicked. It's like everything just kind of fell in place, and I really wanted Eddie Caddy to play the head teacher role, because I think like it was a thing of like, you don't really see like black head teachers when you think about it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so I just thought, what, it'll be sick to see like, Eddie, because Eddie's very big on the Congo swag, the African. So I just thought, what, let me put Eddie in a different role. And bro, Eddie smashed it out the park. Josh and Jack, my brothers them, absolute G's in themselves. I rate both of them. I remember Josh from when he was working at Unilad, and now obviously he's built his platform. And Jack as well. I just like his comedic. I find him quite funny. He's got a bit of flair, a bit of character to him. So I really wanted them to do the Love Island scene. Damn. So the song, over your thing that's my new whip goes. Oh, so you look like that song, yeah? You ready for some more Big Shot? Are you ready for Big Shot? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you not ready? Are you ready? Man, seeing like 7,000 comments and like thousands of retweets. I shout out to my big bro Ian Wright. Right. You see, like, you can't even say banger. You have to say it's a banger. Like, I have to make you lot understand. The tune is a banger. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, if you're ready, let me know. Just bust it down in the comments. Like, bust it down in the comments. Seriously. And yeah, I think like you guys are gonna see you're gonna see Shaq's journey. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning into the first episode of Behind the Lens. I have been Michael Dapaah. You have been yourself. I appreciate you every time. Yeah. And until next time, stay locked. If you haven't caught up on episode 1 and episode 2 on SWIL season 2, make sure you go and watch that now. Smash the like button, put on your notifications, and listen, I'm gonna see you next time. So peace and love. Yeah? And one last thing. Live your life, because I am living mine. So live your life.